Two big bulls butt heads today on SICW Wrestling Explosion. Hello, this is Larry Matisick. It's 330-pound Big Jim Hoffarth, once known as the Big Texan, taking on 395-pound Frankie the Thumper Wyatt. This duel may not be scientific, but it'll be two bears dishing out some bruises. Cocky newcomer Matt Cage is here, hoping to build a reputation when he faces Shorty Biggs. Anything could happen. Now I'll throw in a St. Louis classic, Patera against Kerry von Erich. Once more, it's Action Plus right after this. Shorty Biggs takes on Matt Cage. Matt Cage moving around, very active, very agile. Oh, and Shorty Biggs says, hey, quit talking to those people, and already pinched the butt of Matt Cage. Shorty Biggs takes a different outlook sometimes on wrestling. He doesn't mind getting a laugh or two out of the thing, and especially when he sees Matt Cage arguing with the fans and not paying attention to him. Shorty says, pay attention to me. Shorty goes behind Matt Cage, takes him down. Nice move by Shorty Biggs. Oh, nice spin out by Matt Cage. And then by Shorty Biggs into the hammerlock. Hey, a lot of people don't give Shorty Biggs credit for being able to wrestle. They think, well, he's kind of funny. He wants to do some different things in the ring. But you know what? Shorty just did some great basic wrestling there. Shorty Biggs caught in a hammerlock by Matt Cage. He reaches for the head and stomps on the instep of Matt Cage. Tried to get the other one, but Matt Cage learned he got that foot away. When he got both feet away, he had his head forward and he caught an elbow in the mouth. Now, that might not be amateur wrestling. That might not be basic wrestling. But I'll tell you what, it's effective wrestling for Shorty Biggs. Natural Bridge and Kings Highway, the home of Shorty Biggs, as he chops and jumps and pounds on Matt Cage. Matt Cage having some problems in the early moments of the match against Shorty Biggs. Look at him pound away. Pop, 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 pop. And then a blast to the jaw by Shorty Biggs on Matt Cage. He knows about Matt Cage's reputation. He's rough. He's really cocky. He believes in himself a lot, but he's also very dangerous and very good. A young wrestler building his way up. Another blast into the top turnbuckle by Shorty Biggs. Flying Beal. Whoa, and he sent Matt Cage flying across that ring. Matt Cage having problems. Whoop! And Matt Cage suckered Shorty Biggs into charging over, pulled that top rope down, and over the top sailed Shorty Biggs. Don't count me out, says Matt Cage to the fans at ringside. He grabs Shorty Biggs. Whoop! Catches a shoulder into the midsection for his trouble. Chop to the head by Shorty Biggs, and then Biggs run into the top turnbuckle by Matt Cage. Cage has a good reputation. He's wrestled all over the Midwest, done a lot of very impressive work, and a lot of people think he could go far in SICW. Won't be easy, and he knows it. Starting out with Shorty Biggs, well, that's going to be tough. Shorty Biggs, he can go. He's tough, too. His style is different, and that sometimes can really upset opponents, and they get out of whack, out of sync, and all of a sudden Shorty's caught them with something really basic for a pin. Good test for Matt Cage. Good test for Shorty Biggs. If he gets a win over Matt Cage, a lot of people, a lot of promoters, even more than are already doing so, will be going after Shorty Biggs and saying, hey, we want you to wrestle for us. Matt Cage squeezes the head, the vice-like grip on the head of Shorty Biggs. Not a strangle. Referee checking it. Crowd chants, Shorty, Shorty. They like him. He pounds away on the stomach of Matt Cage. And Shorty Biggs is out. He turns Matt Cage around. Whoop, he's going to pick him up in the air. It's pushed away by Cage. Elbow right underneath the chin. Whoop, and then a nip up by Matt Cage. And he shows off for the crowd. Probably not the wisest idea because he has Shorty shaking a little bit. He could have jumped right on him. Well, he's still able to attack Shorty. Shorty Biggs getting the worst of it right now from Matt Cage. Matt driving a knee into the head of Shorty Biggs. Shorty yelling some trash talk. Couldn't quite hear exactly what it was, but he was doing some trash talking to Shorty Biggs. Now he's saying, come on, get up. Slaps him in the back of the head. Come on, get up. Shorty says, hey, I know how to fight. I can fight. That's one thing I definitely can do. Headbutt by Matt Cage. Didn't work. Headbutt by Shorty Biggs. Worked better. Whoa. Flying tackle by Matt Cage. Worked pretty good. Matt Cage tries for a pin. Shorty kicks out. Cage gets Shorty back into the corner. Throws a couple of elbows at him. Cage coming off the ropes and then walks into a kick to the face. Forearm smash by Shorty, another forearm. Matt Cage, whip reversed. Hey, a kind of drop kick from Shorty Biggs. You didn't think he could do that, huh? Well, he fooled you, didn't he? He got in the air, put that one foot right where he wanted it against the jaw of Matt Cage. Here comes Shorty. Whoa, Cage gets behind him. Half Nelson. No, what is he? I thought he was going for a sleeper maybe. But now he's pushed backwards a couple of times into the turnbuckles by Shorty Biggs. And then Shorty lands a punch to Matt Cage. Cage pushed up on the top rope by Shorty Biggs. Pulled off of there by Shorty. Oh! And then drops backwards on him with a type of backdrop. Inventive move by Shorty Biggs. He goes for a pin. Count of 1, count of 2. And Matt Cage gets his shoulders up. That was a very inventive move. It's almost like he gave him an atomic knee drop using the mat as his partner. Interesting move from Shorty Biggs. Cage is the one who kind of has the reputation for doing inventive, then new things. But here it was Shorty Biggs who did it. Shorty, jackknife and cradle, the sunset flip. But he couldn't get the shoulders of Cage down. Anyhow, Cage was in the ropes. Small package. That cradle kicked out of by Matt Cage. And another small package. Back rolling cradle by Shorty Biggs. Shouldn't really say it wasn't a short package, small package. I misnamed it. Shame on me. Small package comes to the front. You have the head in it. Nice move by Matt Cage. And again, a kind of new-looking neck breaker from Matt Cage. He was the one with an inventive move that time on Shorty Biggs. Wants to check with the referee on the count. Always amazes me. Why do they think the referee can't count to 3? It isn't that hard. Most anybody can do it. But sometimes there's wrestlers just don't think they can do it. Anyhow, Matt Cage hooks the head, hooks the leg. Oh, type of spinning neck breaker again by Matt Cage. Another different style move. And again, the punishment really directed the same place toward the neck and head. So it's taking a toll even if it doesn't get a pin on Shorty Biggs. A couple of those, and he's going to be hurting. Shorty bounces his shoulder against the face of Matt Cage. Shorty winding up. Hits the ropes. Whoop. He's caught coming off by Matt Cage. Matt lands a forearm, and down goes Shorty Biggs. Matt covers, try for a pin. Shorty kicks out at 2. Please don't ask him if he's counting. No, he's not. He's just frustrated. Shorty Biggs picked up by Matt Cage now. And Cage pitches Shorty out of the ring. Count him out, says Matt Cage. I don't know if Shorty's taking that much punishment that he'll be counted out, but you never know. That was a pretty hard spill outside the ring. He has taken some shots from Matt Cage. The referee has a count of 10. Keith Smith Jr. taking his time. Matt Cage sort of celebrating, saying, see? I don't know, Matt. We'll see. Keith Smith Jr. getting closer. He's up to, I think, 8. 9, and there's Shorty back into the ring at the count of 9. Sorry, Matt. You misfigured. Kick to the head by Matt Cage. He's aggravated now. Flying move and pulling him back. Another type of neck punishment delivered by Matt Cage. Pulls the leg backs for a cradle, but can't hold Shorty Biggs. Shorty's strong in that lower body. A lot of power in those thighs. I bet he can lift some weights if he does squats. Shorty Biggs pushing right out of that attempt to be pinned by Matt Cage. Legs just too strong. Cage couldn't hold Biggs down. Cage pulls Shorty back. Hooks the head. It's almost a type of Sergeant Slaughter Cobra clutch. Then he scissors the body. Pulls Shorty backwards. I don't know if he's looking for a pin or for a submission. He's not getting either at this point. And Shorty's so strong again, able to work his way around and keep the hold from being effective. Look at that. Shorty gets himself all the way into the air and then flips Matt Cage over the hip. But Cage back on the attack. And he pays for it as Shorty Biggs nailed him with a clothesline. Cage got a little too aggressive, a little too eager, a little too cocky, and he paid for it catching that forearm from Shorty Biggs. Oops, Shorty went for a neck breaker, didn't quite keep it. Probably by now that both men are perspiring so much, and with the shaven head, he couldn't really hold the head and get the neck breaker as tight as he wanted to get it. Frustrating for Shorty Biggs because he was standing in the right position. If he could have nailed that neck breaker right, he might have done some good. There's the bell. The time limit has expired. 10 minutes. Fast 10 minutes have expired. And it's a draw between Shorty Biggs and Matt Cage. Still, even that goes to the credit of Matt Cage. It means something. Two good performers, and they had a good match. Shorty Biggs and Matt Cage. The big boys are at it. The bell is sounded. Big Jim Hoffarth, 335 pounds. Frankie the Thumper Wyatt, 395 pounds. Pushing, hooked up. Nobody got the advantage there between Wyatt and Hoffarth. The Farmer, Big Texan. He's really become a big favorite since he's taken the mask off. The crowd really likes him. He's got a bunch of loyal followers, and they don't mind making some noise for him. They may have to make some noise because how many times has Jim Hoffarth been in a ring where he's facing somebody bigger than him? And Frankie the Thumper is bigger. They can't quite get locked up when nobody's getting the advantage. It's just tests of strength, and nobody's getting anywhere. Crowd chanting, Big Jim, Big Jim, Big Jim. Hoffarth looks at Frankie the Thumper, who wants to do a test of strength. Jim says, well, I may go for that. Whoa! And Frankie the Thumper takes advantage of Jim reaching up the exposed midsection, landed a knee to the stomach, and then pounded away on Big Jim Hoffarth. The forearms and the knee were all legal. Big Jim says, oh, the heck with that legal stuff. He starts pounding on Frankie the Thumper. Jay King says, come on now, come on. Don't break those rules. Tough job for the referee all the time. Maybe more here than some. Big Jim Hoffarth again, throwing some punches at Frankie the Thumper and then leaning into the throat. Jay King gets in between them, pushes them apart. Jay says, listen to me, I'm the referee. Come on, come on. Let's get out in the middle of that ring and let's see who the stronger, bigger man is. But now Jim Hoffarth putting some pressure on Frankie the Thumper. And once more, Jay sticks his head right in between them. That takes a lot of guts. Pulls them apart. Frankie the Thumper pushes Jim into the turnbuckle. Now starts to sit on the back of Jim Hoffarth, strangling him over the second rope. And Jay King pulls Frankie the Thumper back. Says, you're just as bad. Stop it. Yes. Frankie the Thumper brings his shoulder into his elbow right into the shoulder of Jim Hoffarth, trying to use his weight to pay off. A kick to the stomach of Jim Hoffarth by Frankie the Thumper Wyatt. A forearm smash to the back. That one hurt. Once again, that big man against him is something different. Headbutt by Frankie Wyatt. Elbow to the head by Wyatt, but Big Jim fights back. Rough, tough match. A lot of bumps and bruises going to come out of this one between Frankie the Thumper Wyatt and Big Jim Hoffarth. Hoffarth kicked back into the corner by Frankie the Thumper. Frankie whips Hoffarth into the corner. That took some doing. That's 335 pounds he threw into the ring. Whoa! And Frankie runs right into a boot in the face. I wonder how that leather tasted. Kick to the stomach by Big Jim Hoffarth. Frankie rammed into the top turnbuckle by Big Jim Hoffarth and a big chop. Ouch. Whoa, that one stung. And even the big man, 395 pounds, felt that chop in the windpipe and chest. Jim kicking away at Frankie the Thumper Wyatt. Now Jim pushing on the face, pulling the mouth apart. Jay King getting frustrated. Hard to keep control. One breaks the rules, then the other one breaks the rules. And they're both so doggone big, they're eating up half the ring just being there. Frankie Wyatt pushed back into that corner, strangled a little bit by Big Jim Hoffarth. Now stay back in that corner. Stay back in the corner, says referee Jay King. Let's try this. Everybody wait. Look out. Oh! They both went charging each other, and Jay King got mashed in the middle. That wasn't so pleasant for the referee at all. He had the two men separated. They both charged each other at the same moment, and Jay King was right in the middle. He got crunched. He's calling for the bell. Jay King has been made a pancake by Big Jim Hoffarth and Frankie the Thumper Wyatt. And Big Jim going over to him. Hey, you okay? What happened? What are you doing? That's enough, says Jay King. This match has been ruled no contest between Big Jim Hoffarth, Frankie the Thumper Wyatt. There were some bruises, but most of which may have landed on Jay King.
Jay King has disqualified both men.
Patera complaining.
It's a classic St. Louis confrontation. There was a lot of firepower in the ring on Wrestling at the Chase, August 2nd, 1981, when Kerry Von Erich collided with Ken Patera.
They seem to have unnerved Patera a little bit. Patera and Kerry tie up. It's a side headlock by Patera on Kerry Von Erich. And of course, Kerry's brother, David, has a big challenge ahead of him coming up, too. A lot of pressure on Kerry's brother, David Von Erich. Kerry reaching inside, trying to come out with a wrist lock, and this could be the first real test of strength between these two men, a test of power, a test of might between Kerry Von Erich. Oh, and Patera pulls the hair. Eddie Smith saw it. He wants the hole broken, a knee to the head. And then Patera with a front face lock. Nice chancery. Yanks Kerry Von Erich over. Count of two, and Kerry gets his shoulders up, but Patera stays right on top. It's so easy to underestimate guys like Patera, like Flair. As far as their basic wrestling ability, you see the blonde hair, you see the gaudiness, you see the color, and you really overlook the things that they can do as far as quickness and as far as basic fundamental wrestling.
5 minutes have passed, 5 minutes left.
Oh, Patera nailed Kerry Von Erich. Kerry took some time to strut himself, and Patera really clobbered him. Patera ends up almost on top of the referee. Drop kick by Kerry. Patera manages to keep his feet. Patera with a forearm smash. Kerry caught in the corner. The arm whip. Oh, Kerry reverses it, and Patera is slammed into the buckles by Kerry Von Erich. Knee lifted to the stomach by Patera. You look at the physiques on those two guys. Talk about the kind of athletes these guys are, the things that Patera... Look out! He's going for the suplex! Patera with the suplex on Kerry Von Erich. Did you see how he just lifted that 250-pound in the air with virtually one arm? Hooking the head, and then with one arm lifting Kerry's body up. And a 1, 2, and Kerry shoves Patera off. Look at the athletic credentials in that ring now. Kerry Von Erich, national record holder in discus. Set all sorts of records as a freshman in college. Would have gone to the 1980 Olympics in the discus. He was in high school All-American in football and in track and field. Ken Patera, possibly the greatest international weightlifter ever. His brother, the coach of the Seattle Seahawks in the NFL. You have two splendid athletes in there, and you look at those physiques. Let me tell you, they could give up each half, and there would be enough for any 20 people in this building. And they'd still be power-packed. Kerry Von Erich with a leg lock on Ken Patera. Kerry pulling back on that leg, twisting the ankle. Patera is strong. A lot of upper body strength. What if Kerry can wear down that leg, that bad knee, the knee that underwent surgery? If the pins are weak, maybe the monument will topple. That's what Kerry Von Erich's thinking about as he punishes the leg of Ken Patera. Jack Briscoe, take note.
3 minutes left, 3 minutes.
In fact, I think it's safe to say that Jack Briscoe will be asking everyone who's seen this match how to go. What weak spots did Von Erich find? What things can I use against Patera? Patera pounding on Kerry Von Erich now. Von Erich thrown right through the ropes and out of the ring down to the concrete floor. Patera limping around, favoring that leg, and Kerry took a hard spill on concrete floor. There goes Patera out after him. Ken Patera going down to ringside and after Kerry Von Erich. Patera going behind Von Erich, lifting him into the air. Atomic knee drop, an atomic knee drop. Outside the ring, Kerry staggering down to the concrete floor. Patera has hurt Von Erich. Von Erich down on the floor. He has a count of 20, and Eddie Smith begins that count now. Where's your pretty boy now? Yells Patera. Patera coming out after him. Patera pounds on the back of Kerry Von Erich once more. Another smash to the back of Kerry Von Erich. Von Erich fighting back. Von Erich with a punch to Patera's head, spinning him around. Smith trying to get the men back into the ring. Both men are back. Patera on top of Von Erich. A knee to the head by Ken Patera. Von Erich comes flying off the rope. The clothesline by Von Erich dropped. Von Erich dropped by that clothesline. Oh, the elbow drop misses. A second elbow drop misses. Patera just incensed that he can't put Kerry Von Erich away. He misses that punch. And Von Erich, is that a sleeper? He's trying to put a sleeper on Ken Patera. They're in the ropes though, and the referee calling for a break. Smith trying to break it up. Finally, Von Erich pulled away. Kerry leaps over the top rope and back into that ring. Patera down on the mat. Von Erich going for the claw. Von Erich going for the iron claw.
1 minute left. 1 minute.
1 minute remaining. Kerry Von Erich cannot quite get that iron claw onto Ken Patera. Patera calling on all his strength right now to keep that claw off his head. A kick to the stomach by Patera. What a sensational duel between Kerry Von Erich and Ken Patera. Patera misses with that shoulder. Jackknife, cradle, this could be it. Von Erich has Patera's shoulders down, but Patera uses his leg against the head of Kerry Von Erich to get free. Von Erich caught in the small package, a front rolling cradle by Patera. Patera nearly getting a pin on Von Erich. Patera with a blast to the stomach. Kerry fighting right back. Von Erich and Patera toe to toe. Patera staggering against the ropes. Back rolling cradle into the reverse. The reverse rolling cradle by Von Erich, but there's the bell. The time limit has expired. And this match between Kerry Von Erich and Ken Patera ends in a slam-bang time limit draw. What a match.
Poor referee Jay King. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time and got himself squashed when Frankie the Thumper Wyatt and Big Jim Hoffarth crashed into one another. That became a no contest. Don't kid yourself. It's a tough job being the third man in the ring. The official Keith Smith Jr. paid his dues trying to keep up with Shorty Biggs and Matt Cage when they were zooming in high-energy time-limit draw. But it sure was all entertaining, wasn't it? A perfect example why you can count on excitement whenever the bell rings for SICW.
This bout is a no contest.